Hey guys, it's Hector here, and as I promised, today I'm going to be doing a comparison of the two Babymetal CD debut albums, self-titled albums, whatever you want to call it. Which one? This one is the Japanese import, the original album, and this one is the re-release for the United States. So I'm going to compare them back to back, front to front, whatever you want to call it. Back to front? I don't know. But of course, this is only the US version. I'm not 100% sure if like the English version, Mexico's version, all these other countries, I don't know if the other countries' versions are the same as the US version. I only know that the track listing is the same all around the world. But other than that, we're still going to take a look at every little nut and bolt, I guess you want to say. And then so you can decide which album you want to get. Or maybe if you're a hardcore Babymetal fan, you want to get both of them. But yeah, so let's go through them. Okay, now let's start the comparison. Here's a side-by-side view of the front of the album. As you can see, it looks exactly the same, has the exact same front logo, and has a red spine or whatever you want to call it on this side. This is the Japanese version. This is the US version. Put it to the side. Again, Japanese version, US version. The Japanese version's typeface, I guess you can say, is a bit thicker. US version, thinner. And on the Japanese version, there's the Toys Factory Inc. logo at the top. And then down at the bottom is just a bunch of numbers and letters, nothing important. This side has the exact same thing. Bottom has nothing, top has nothing. Again, Japanese version, US version. So it's pretty much the same in the back, except of course the track listing. The Japanese version, all the songs are in Japanese, except for Babymetal Death #1 and Catch Me If You Can #10, but it still has the same exploded Babymetal logo right there. And of course down here, it's all in Japanese except it says Manufactured Toys Factory, Tokyo, Japan. And all the logos and all that. US version. It has the exact same 13 songs except it's in English and it includes 2 bonus tracks, which is Road of Resistance, which is a brand new song, and Gimme Chocolate live at, I think it's O2 Academy Brixton, London, which of course it was one of the world tour versions of Gimme Chocolate. I believe this location or whatever was on Babymetal Live in London's Blu-ray. I'm actually waiting for that Blu-ray, so once I get that, I can confirm, I guess, if this song is exactly the same as that one from the Blu-ray, from the World Tour 2014. And at the very, very bottom, well, mid-bottom, I guess you can say, it has the Japanese Babymetal website, which is kind of weird since there's actually an English Babymetal website, an official English Babymetal website. So I don't know why they would include a Japanese version when this is the US album, but they did. But I think if you go to the website, you can just click English version or whatever, so yeah. And then, of course, all the stuff at the bottom is in English instead of Japanese, obviously. So now let's take a look closer inside the album. I should also note that when you get a CD imported in the mail, bad stuff can happen like this. This was the US version and it came cracked, so it's not attached anymore. And actually when I got the Japanese version, there's a huge crack along the front. But it's just a CD case, so you can always replace it pretty easily. Okay, Japanese version, US version. Let's look at the CD first. It says Babymetal on the front, and it's in gray. Not shiny. The logo is not shiny, but the CD is kind of shiny. And down here, it says 2014, TFCC, all these numbers and stuff, and then stereo, and then all those logos, and all that's good stuff. Stuff all around this edge of the CD, all of it's in gray. Of course, right here is red, and then the little insert. US version, the little insert's red. CD is black and the logo is black, and the logo is actually kind of shiny. That's why I said this logo is not shiny. This logo is shiny. US version, it's black, and the logo is also in black, but kind of a shiny black, and there's stuff around the edges, you know, just basic information, all rights reserved, anti-piracy warnings, etc., etc. And I should also note, there's nothing back here, it's just red. Now for the biggest change, which is the inserts. Some of you guys might have seen my CD, Babymetal CD review way back in the day. I don't even know when I did it. A few months ago, I guess. But, dang, these inserts are pretty hard to get out sometimes. This is the US version, again. Come on, do not rip. Just come out, man. Okay, so it has Babymetal logo front, of course. Exploded Babymetal logo on the back. Inside, it has the track listing in Japanese. This is the US version, but it has the track listing in Japanese inside the insert. And then back here it says who Babymetal are, the vocals, and the scream and dance. It does not include the band because the band wasn't exactly formed when they were recording the CD. But now they have a pretty solid band that goes with them on tour. And they all have their own names and all that. But of course, the Japanese version, for those who do know, who saw my CD review back in the day, the Japanese version is full of a bunch of stuff. It has the track listing and the lyrics of every single song with some artwork, as you can see. Every single song. So it's pretty cool. So if you're a super hardcore Babymetal fan, you might want to get this just for the insert. But you might want to get the US version or whatever country you're from if you want to get those 2 bonus tracks. And in the back it has the same scream dance, vocal dance of Babymetal, but at the bottom it actually has the producer, mastered by, art direction, all that stuff. It has all their names, and as you can see at the end of their name it has metal, just like the main people: Sumetal, Yui Metal, Mobile Metal. Producer is Koba Metal, A&R director Dera Metal. So they all have metal at the end of their name, which is interesting, I guess. And then back, Exploded Babymetal logo. So yeah, other than the track listing and the insert, pretty much everything is the same between the 2 versions. So again, if you're a hardcore Babymetal fan, you might want to get both. But if you just want to hear their music, if you're just a sort of fan or a regular fan, you can just get the newly re-released album version. So hope you found this video helpful or useful, or at least interesting. And if you did, you can give this video a thumbs up. And you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see other Japanese product reviews. I have one more Babymetal item that I will review a little bit in the future. I'm still waiting for it to come in the mail, so when it does, I will be reviewing that. And I have other Japanese products that I like to review. And I have vlogs, Japanese vlogs, all that kind of stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, you can subscribe, and more will be coming in the future.